Many founders and investors view product market fit as the first significant milestone of a startup. This is the inflection point in a product's hockey stick curve where traction or growth starts to take off rapidly. While treating product market fit as the first milestone makes sense for VCs, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for founders because it's too far out into the future to be actionable. Product market fit takes roughly 2 years on average to achieve for most products, and 80% of products never get there. This is why the early stage journey is often depicted as a wavy squiggle of aimless wandering and is commonly viewed as a high risk or unstructured journey. But it doesn't have to be this way. With the right mindsets and thinking processes, it is possible to turn this wavy squiggle into a more systematic and structured process. In this video, I'm going to show you how using my 3 rings framework. Hi there, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ash Maurya. I'm an entrepreneur and author and the creator of the one-page business modeling tool, Lean Canvas. On this channel, I share systematic strategies and techniques for starting and growing a business. The 3 rings framework breaks the journey to product market fit into a series of smaller milestones visualized as a set of rings that you close in sequence as you make your way up the hockey stick curve. The first ring is the founder ring. The second ring is the customer ring, and the third ring is the market ring. The framework is built on the premise that the true product of an entrepreneur isn't just building a working solution, but a working business model. Thinking of a business model as a product is particularly empowering because it allows us to apply product development principles to business models. Much as we can build a product in stages, we can do the same with business models. The 3 rings in the framework map to the 3 stages of building a working business model. There is a business model design stage, a validation stage, and a growth stage. Let's start with stage 1, the founder ring. This is where you, the founder, get to design a blueprint of your business model. Now, before taking on any complex project like building a house or a skyscraper, you wouldn't rush into construction without some kind of a blueprint or an architectural sketch. But many founders skip this step when it comes to the world of startups and products, which is a costly mistake. This is because during the early stages of an idea, everything seems possible, and it's easy to say yes to too many things, lose focus, and either build something nobody wants or end up in a suboptimal market. Then you get stuck. This is when the painful work of searching and pivoting to a more viable business model begins. Much of this pain can be avoided if you simply take the requisite time to start with a business model design blueprint. A good blueprint doesn't guarantee success, but helps clarify your thinking and avoid obvious pitfalls and traps so you don't waste time on suboptimal ideas. Instead, you focus your limited resources on ideas that stand to realize the full potential of your vision. This brings us to the first segment of the founder ring that you need to close, founder goal fit. When it comes to business planning, too many founders get hit with an idea and then try to estimate how big it can get. This is backward. It's backward because if you had 3 ideas you could work on, wouldn't you always start with your most promising idea? This is why instead of starting with an idea, you should start with a goal. Now, goal setting by itself is nothing new. What's new here is how you set your goal. I don't recommend trying to estimate your goal or maximum upside potential of your idea because this is even further out from product market fit and a much harder, if not impossible, number to estimate. Instead, I recommend aiming to roughly ballpark your minimum success criteria, which I define as the smallest outcome you would need to achieve in 3 years or less to make your project a success. This simple exercise helps you determine the non-negotiable outcome that you can use to evaluate any idea. You do this by turning your big idea into 1 or more business models using a template like the Lean Canvas. A business model helps you deconstruct your idea into a set of key assumptions or beliefs that need to come together like a jigsaw puzzle to make your idea work. With your key assumptions identified, you then stress test them against your minimum success criteria. Think of these stress tests as thought experiments or simulations. Much as architects stress test their designs with models and simulations, we do the same thing here with ideas. If a design for a building fails to meet the required specifications, an architect doesn't move forward until they fix the model. Similarly, if your business model fails to deliver on your minimum success criteria, you should first fix your model before investing additional time, money, and effort on the idea. This is how you close the next segment in the founder ring and achieve goal model fit. The final segment to close is the model founder fit. This is where you come back full circle and test whether your business model aligns with your personal mission, vision, purpose, and strengths. It's critical to ensure that you have model founder fit because startups are roller coasters. They test your perseverance and grit, and not all business models that work on paper will work with all founders. Before moving on to the next ring, I wanted to quickly mention that I run a 30-day business model design challenge, which is all about closing this first founder ring. The challenge comes with daily training, tools, and accountability to help you baseline, design, and stress test your business model for founder model fit. If you're interested in participating in the next 30-day design challenge, you can find a link to the challenge in the description below. Okay, with your business model blueprint designed, the next step is constructing the foundation for your business model. All business models are built on a tower of foundational assumptions and beliefs, and you need to ensure that these assumptions are solid or your idea will come crashing down. You do this by prioritizing the riskiest assumptions or beliefs in your business model first. What's riskiest for most products today isn't technical feasibility, but rather customer and market risks. In other words, given enough time, money, and effort, we can build almost anything these days. The bigger question is, will anyone care? This is why the second ring to tackle is the customer ring. So what do customers care about? Customers don't care about your solution, but their problems. If your solution fails to solve a big enough customer problem, it will fail to earn your customers' attention, and everything else in your business model will come crashing down. This is why the next segment to close here is ensuring you have customer problem fit. The most effective way I have found to do this is through carefully scripted customer interviews that allow you to understand your customers deeply, where you don't just study obvious surface level problems, but get down to root causes. As Charles Kettering found, a problem well understood is half solved. Once you deeply understand your customers' problems, you are in the best position to then define or refine a solution you know customers will care about. This is how you close the next segment and achieve problem-solution fit. Notice that I said define and not build a solution, and that's because it is still possible to misread customer problems at this step and build something nobody wants. Instead of wasting weeks or months building a working product, why not show your customers something sooner and test if you're on the right track? Now, we traditionally do this by building a product, then demo it to customers to try to make a sale, but what if we could swap some steps here? Customers don't really buy working products, they buy a demo, which is a promise of better. What if you swap some of the steps and assemble the demo first, try to pitch and sell that, and if you can't sell the demo, why even build the product? In other words, think demo, sell, build versus build, demo, sell. If you can sell your demo to enough customers, you turn that into an MVP and close the third segment in the customer ring, solution customer fit. Think of solution customer fit as demonstrating a small-scale version of a working business model. At this point, you've validated that you can create and deliver value to your customers through your solution and capture some of this value back as payment. The next stage and the final ring to close is the market ring. This is where you attempt to grow and scale value delivery to the inflection point in your hockey stick curve and achieve product market fit. The first segment to close here is market channel fit. This is when you start shortlisting and testing scalable channels to reach customers. The specific channels you test here will largely depend on who you're trying to reach and the price point of your specific product. It's not always readily apparent which channel will be your best and most optimal, so a good practice here is to test several channels in parallel using small and fast experiments to find your most promising one. Once you find a promising channel, you double down on it, which often requires additional investment in your product to optimize it for that particular channel. This is how you close the channel product ring and start your final march towards achieving product market fit. Hopefully you can see how the 3 rings framework turns the wandering squiggle I showed earlier into a more structured and systematic journey. Now, entrepreneurship is never a straight shot, which is why I like to visualize this journey as a labyrinth. Your mission is to enter the labyrinth with a plan A, or the first snapshot of your business model, and exit the maze with a repeatable and scalable business model before running out of resources. As you make your way through the labyrinth, you'll encounter twists and turns, dead ends, and backtracking because startups are inherently uncertain, but hopefully you'll appreciate that with the right mindsets and thinking processes, the journey doesn't have to be chaotic and unstructured. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I've got lots more videos like this one coming. Please subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.